4, 3, 2. And I think we're almost live. Hold on, it's thinking. It's thinking. All right. Good morning. Welcome to Manhood. This is Saturday, February 7th. It's a daily Bible study. We go through a chapter of the Bible pretty much every morning. We go through 1 Samuel right now. We're going to be in 1 Samuel chapter 21. So, should be pretty good. Yeah, this is not good. That worked out. Okay, we started off going through yesterday's commitments. Been a little more relaxed in the commitments recently. We've got a new baby here. This is baby number 5. So, getting used to that. Gotta go further down now. No. So I don't know how much to go through. I'm going to jump straight to... Hold on. Going to jump straight to gratitude. So every day we get together, we talk through 3 things we're grateful for. We're supposed to enter his courts with thanksgiving. Be wary of left. So just practicing doing that. Oh my goodness, that missed. Hold on. There we go. We got him. Almost died in the process, but we got him. All right. Okay, first thing I'm grateful for. My kids are finally hitting the age where they're interested in more than just... My goodness, whoa, okay. They're getting interested in stuff that, like, I feel like I get to enjoy as well, which is fun. You know, we're playing, like, board and card games that are actually fun. We're playing video games that I can enjoy. It's like Mario stuff, but it's still a good time. And they're actually, like, they're competitive and fun, you know? I don't know, it's a cool shift. I'm enjoying it. I'm grateful for it. They're getting more, like, when we play tag now, they're faster. I know this is like maybe that's a weird thing to say, I'm not sure. But it's just nice to get to the point where, like, you know, we were sitting there watching The Hobbit last night. And that was just an interesting moment for me of, like, we're not watching the same cartoon movie for the 50th time. And they want to watch it and they're enjoying it. So I've been stoked about that. It's been fun. I need to take and go get this. Actually, you know what we should do? We never did travel into this area and we should. What's that? Let's go over here. We're going to do that. All right, what else am I grateful for? Oh, you know what's made me uncomfortable is I felt like God calling me to do this, like just getting on here every morning and doing this, and then I started feeling like I should start posting. So I've started like posting regularly and still doing the stream every morning. And I'm grateful for it. It is stretching me though, like random people I know are finding this stuff. And then I'm realizing how, like, not, I guess the word would be, I'm like not unashamed I am. You know, like I'm fine if people I don't know see this stuff because it can be not great, but then it's like, well, I gotta maintain certain levels of appearances for other people. So I'm grateful God's humbling me there. It's good. What else? I got one more thing. Let's go kill this guy. Oh, yesterday I actually... This is going to be a weird thing to say I'm waiting for. Oh, wow, he's... What is he, blind? Yesterday I actually had to have a really, really hard conversation with one of the guys that works with us. And it's kind of a weird thing to say that I'm grateful for it, but I really was. It kind of I think sometimes I can get caught up, like, in just a mode of, like, I don't know, the common, or like just doing the same thing over and over again. And he brought up a lot of issues that we've got and a lot of things that need to be fixed, and it was a good, like, reminder of where we had been. Oh man, scared him.
Terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
Good reminder, like, where we have been before and where we're headed, and yeah, I don't know how to explain it other than that. It was just it was a good kind of, like, wake up moment to, like, break me out of the regular day to day, just getting stuff done and setting things up. I don't have any money. I'll come back. It's over here. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Yes, I was grateful for that. Okay, we're going into 1 Samuel, chapter 21 today. I'm actually really interested in this chapter. Jesus mentions and refers to the story that we're going to read today when he's talking about, he's actually talking about the Sabbath. I can't remember. I think it's in multiple of the Gospels. I don't remember exactly where. So I'm interested in that too. Talk through that. But we'll start out. Look at all these lilies. Uh-oh. I'm good. Let's just keep rolling. Okay. Then David came to Nob, to Ahimelech. Can't jump off of this. I think it would kill me. Over here, look at it. I think I can get down over here. Okay, so he's at Nob. He goes to Ahimelech the priest, and Ahimelech came to meet David trembling. Oh, that's a bear. Got one. Got him. Every time. First strike. Okay. So Ahimelech came to meet David trembling and said to him, "Why are you alone and no one with you?" Which, interesting question. So this means that it is a rare thing for him not to be leading a group, right, as they're heading into battle, whatever it may be. And he knew of him. He knew of David very well. But it also makes it sound like he doesn't really know the falling out between David and Saul. Just based on what I can tell from him asking the question. Because he expects him to be with his men. He expects him to be with his men. And he's like, "Why are you alone?" And he doesn't ask anything. Like, he's not concerned about Saul with him. Did that respawn, or is it a different bear? Came back to life. Oh, they both came back. Oh, we'll just keep moving. Okay, so there's a painting in here. Hey, good job, everybody. Okay, David said to Ahimelech the priest. Remember, David's running from Saul. Sorry, some of you guys are maybe new here. The king has charged me with a matter and said to me, "Let no one know anything of the matter about which I send you, and with which I have charged you. I have made an appointment with the young men for such and such a place. Now then, what do you have on hand? Give me loaves of bread or whatever is. Give me 5 loaves of bread or whatever is here." Okay, so David does lie here, and actually we see quite often. God gives grace and overlooks lies like this. I mean, he even sends Samuel and says, "Tell him you're there to do a sacrifice." And he does do a sacrifice when he goes there to anoint David. I don't really need to kill that thing. Sorry, that may not make sense. Back when he's sent to anoint David, he's worried that Saul is going to kill him if he finds out that he went to anoint somebody else. And so God tells him, go there to do a sacrifice and tell him you're there for it and bring Jesse and all of his sons with you. Ouch. And that's what we see here as well. Ooh. Okay, alright, I'm struggling. Circle back around. He's got better horse moves than I do. Alright. He's a better horser. Okay, so... Oh, and then he says, I have no common bread. Oh, sorry. Give me 5 loaves of bread. So he's making it sound like, hey, there are other guys with me. They're in secret. So give me some loaves. But my assumption is he is just super hungry. And he's like, I need something to hold me over. Race ahead. Let's go. So, is it a Hyathar or a Byathar? I'm saying a Byathar in my mind. It's even not even either. It's a Himalak. All right. Okay, whatever is here. And the priest answered David, there is no common bread on hand, but there is holy bread, if the young men have kept themselves from women. So this is a really, really interesting perspective. So if for those of you who don't know, the holy bread that he's talking about is called the bread of the presence. And when God gives the command that they do this, they lay out 12 loaves of bread each week. They do it on the Sabbath, so they do a fresh loaf of bread. And it stays... Oh, no. Is there a rune bear or something? Hold on. Stays in the presence of the holy place, right? And essentially, the purpose of it is to, there's a sense that it's like the bread of the face. So it's like it's denoting each of the tribes' presence before God, which is why it's called the bread of the presence. And every time they would bake fresh loaves on the Sabbath, which is also when they would do their sacrifices, they would rotate out the old bread. They would put the new bread down, and then the priests would be able to eat the bread of the presence. And so it's an interesting, like it's a... Oh, am I going to seize me? Yeah, let's call this puppy and let's ride. So, it is a departure from the priestly custom to have him and his men, even though I'm pretty sure the point being made is that there are no men. It's a departure from custom to have them to say, yes, you can eat it. But both of them, good morning, welcome. Got you up while I'm at work. Nice. What do you do? What does the Mrs. Bull do? I'm going to die. Is there 2 rune bears here? I didn't know there was 2. We're toast. We're toast. Oh, they hit each other, though. I'm dead. Oh, man. Okay, sorry. Distracted. We're going to go back and kill those guys, though, because I'm not going to sit there and let them do that to me. So we've got the bread of the presence, a departure from customs, because usually it was only the priest that could eat it. Here's a call-out, though, and this is something that I've noticed, is that when the kingship is input into the system, when they reject God as their king, there is some element, some connected element. You're an orthopedic surgery nurse. Wow. You sound like a really important person. One of my good friends here is an orthopedic surgeon. And then the other good friend that I have is a... What is he? He's a... Ouch. Urologist. He's a urological surgeon. So, that's fun. But we live in kind of a hospital town. All the main people here are either military or medical. Oh, whoops! I stopped right next to another one. Move. Poison him. Where is the other bear? Can I wake both of these guys up to hurt each other? Yeah, wake them up. Yeah. Let's get him. No, I know. I understand that you work alongside him. Management pushed the wrong counter. No, don't kill my jellyfish. Don't kill my jellyfish. Okay, that was ridiculous. Okay, there I was clicking B over and over. Yeah, that's rough. Management's the worst. Now I'm management, so I'm kind of the worst. But I try to not be terrible. Okay. So what's interesting here, though, is the priest offers it up openly, right? So he shows up and he's like, hey, all we have is the holy bread. But if your men have kept themselves clean, right, if they're not unclean right now, then they can have some of it. Which is interesting because by the time Jesus gets here, the lines have been muddied so much that everything is just about holding perfectly to the tradition and the law that you wouldn't see this happen. So you actually see something interesting happen because Jesus calls out to this. When they ask him about the Sabbath, he's like, listen, didn't David himself, when he was... when he and his men were hungry, and he does mention his men, so that makes me wonder and question if there's... you can't even outrun these things with a horse. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. So, it doesn't make me wonder if there was this many here, but he literally says that. He's like, hey, listen, oh my goodness, it disappeared right as I got there. And the point he makes is he takes some of the bread. Remember that story. So and then he uses that to reference the Sabbath, and he said, the Sabbath was made for men, not the men for Sabbath. And so the point he seems to be making there is it's like, hey, listen, the bread of the presence is made to symbolize my presence with you, and it's given to the priest to eat. And so this is not something where, like, the heart of the rule is not that only priests should eat it, even though what I'm seeing here is that David himself, in some weird way, and I can't remember if I finished this thought earlier, so I'm sorry, but David himself, in a way, when he is anointed king, there's something there where he, in essence, becomes another mediator in the same way that... Okay, there he is. He becomes another mediator, right? And it's the same thing with Saul. Saul is, all of a sudden, he's got the Spirit of the Lord on him, and so he's able to prophesy oddly, where people say, hey, is he a prophet? There's just a bunch of interesting and odd things that come out of that kind of align with the priesthood. So you got the kingship, the priesthood, and then prophets, and they all, like, whoever is the king often seems to kind of flow in between states in some way symbolically. I don't think it's actual. And obviously Christ fulfills all of those, right? He's prophet, priest, and king. There's too many of these bears. Here, I'm just going to grab this thing and walk by. Oh, missed it. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I don't want you to hurt me, though, either. So, okay. So what does David say? Come on up here. There we go. Cool. Round slam. Let's go up to the top of this hill and fight our way out. Oh, we're at an Erd tree. All right. Okay. So David answered the priest, "Truly, women have been kept from us, as always when I go out on an expedition. The vessels of the young men are holy, even when it is an ordinary journey. How much more today will their vessels be holy?" So the priest gave him the holy bread. For there was no bread but the bread of the presence, which is removed from before. Oh, so it's telling you right now, for it is removed from before the Lord to be replaced by hot bread on the day it is taken away. Now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day, detained before the Lord. His name was Doeg, the Edomite, the chief of Saul's herdsmen. Then David said to Ahimelech, "Then have you not a spear or a sword at hand? For I have brought neither my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste." The priest said, "The sword of Goliath the Philistine, whom you struck down in the valley of Elah, behold, it is here wrapped in a cloth behind the ephod. If you will take it, for there is none but that here." And David said, There is none like that. Give it to me. So this is also symbolic, right? It's before the Saul was renowned and glorified, through David for this feat, and now it's like David is being sent back and reclaiming. Oh man, does that go down into Sophria? Also, why is there no enemy here? Or was that the rune bears? Oh, you just get it. Okay. Oh no, there's a rune bear right there. I'm good. Oh, so he gets back the sword, right? So he's now utilizing the sword of the victory that God brought him. Oh, look, the deer's going to come down with me. Here, hop on. Come on. Oh. David rose and fled that day from Saul and went to... Oh, are you going to start crying? We got our baby girl right here, so there was a chance that we might lose it here soon. Fled that day from Saul and went to Achish, the king of Gath. Okay, so if you'll remember, where was Goliath from? He was the champion of Gath. So now Saul has taken the sword of Goliath and gone directly to Achish, the king, over the Philistine people. And the servants of Achish said to him, "Is this not David, the king of the land?" So at this point, they had even heard that David was king, which I find crazy. Did they not sing to one another of him in dances? Did they not sing to one another? What did they say? Saul has struck down his thousands and David his 10,000. So you can see why Saul was so frustrated by that. Because literally, even the enemies of the people heard that and understood it to mean that David is being exalted above Saul. And David took these words to heart and was much afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. So he's sitting here and he's like, okay, hold on. I was coming here for refuge, and now I'm realizing he thinks that I am the king over Israel, and I'm not. Well, he's anointed king over Israel, but he has not been accepted yet because Saul is still there. Am I ready for this area? I don't know. Oh, goodness. Cool. Okay, so he changed his behavior before them and pretended to be insane in their hands and made marks on the doors of the gate and let his spit run down from his beard. Then Achish said to his servants, "Behold, you see the man is mad. Why then have you brought him to me? Do I lack madmen that you have brought this fellow to behave as a madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house?" I don't totally know what to make of that, but it seemed to work. I mean, at least as far as his fear. But it does look like his fear overtook him at this point. Instead of defending himself or talking about it, he was like, well, I'll just act insane, because he can't think that an insane person is king over Israel. So, I don't know. I found that funny. Found it funny. Yeah, that's about what I have for this one. Some pretty sad stuff comes out of it, because Ahimelech was literally just trying to be helpful. And now he ends up paying a pretty rough cost for the fact of his following. And Jesus seems to confirm that what he did in that situation was good. It was, and it goes back to the same thing we've been talking about before. Are these guys block? Well, I can strike through them. The same thing we were talking about before, where it's like, hey, God values obedience over sacrifice, and he values the heart of the law greater than just the law itself, right? Like this, they were given these ordinances to follow, and it was to have the preceded. And any Pharisee or Sadducee in the day of Christ would have said, absolutely not. You're not taking any of this. But Jesus commends what Ahimelech? I keep forgetting what his name is. I think it's Ahimelech. Is that right? Let me go to the top and find out. Yeah, what Ahimelech did. Because he's like, look, he understands the heart of what's going on here over just the actual, like, command itself. He understood it was for the people, and he did confirm, hey, make sure that you're clean before you come and partake and eat of this. But is this just a health one? I think it is. Yup, it is. All right. What does this say? By jumping and then item ahead. Oh, up there. Boom. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be so crazy about my... I think we should do this on foot, probably. Oh, no. Man, she does it pretty often at the exact same time. It's always like right at 6 a.m. that she starts getting upset. So, at least she's consistent. But we're cutting out dairy. It's been a couple rough nights, and Mrs. HUD, as I guess we're saying it now, thinks that it's a dairy issue, so we'll see. All right. That feels like death. I don't know. Am I losing my camera? All right. Which way to drop? Looks like people died trying to drop from right there. On. There we go. All right. Come on. Hit him. There we go. We got the bubbles. We got the bubbles. Okay. We're not making any commitments for the day. We're going to enjoy the day with the family and the wife. Just hang out and try to support her as much as we can as we continue on in the journey of 5. We will be here tomorrow. I usually do it 7 days a week. And a lot of it's because, like, this morning I got up at like 4 with her anyway, so it's great. But that's about it. It's kind of shorter. We started posting the, like, reading Revelation differently on Instagram. So if you guys are interested in that, started posting some short form videos there. I think I might do a Revelation study next. 1 second. Because I would like to study it a lot more. The problem is, right now, I might need to wait because I don't really have any time to prep for this. So this is really just me maybe reading through it once and seeing any connective things that I see and coming and talking about those. But I'd like to have more time to actually prep. When I was first doing this before we had her, there was a lot more time to do kind of prep work the day before to really understand exactly what I want to talk through. But we'll get back to that. You uncomfortable? Sit on it to me. All right, try that out. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, but maybe at some point. So I would like to go through, Revelation here on this stream, but it'll be a little bit. Oh, thank you. I think so too. I'm kind of biased, but I do think she's beautiful as well. She loses some of her glory and luster when she's all angry all night long. She's still pretty, but she's a little less pure joy. And then you have to wait a few hours, and then you're smitten again, and then it's great. Oh, hello. That wasn't good. I don't really want to fight that. What does this say? Oh. There's nobody there for me. Where's the left? I just want to find... Oh, there it is, the grace. Yeah. Who is that? That is... Welcome. I think it's Ad Sutter. I don't know how to say that name, but I'm assuming so. Yeah, we're playing Elden Ring. We're holding a baby, and we're speaking the gospel. We're specifically reading through 1 Samuel right now. So it's some Old Testament pointing to the gospel itself through David. But yes, and we're doing it poorly, by the way. That's the key. I don't bring a ton of expert gameplay that's really, really like clippable or anything. So just bear that in mind. But you're welcome to join us. Okay. I want to go fight the... Oh, do I have to light all the braziers before I can? No, I'm too... I mean, I'm just holding a controller. I'm not a cool, like, PC gamer. So we're still able. I'm holding it. I'm able to hold it in my hand, but we're enjoying it. Don't hurt me. This is something we do every morning. For me, this is 5:30 to 6:15, so I'm Mountain Time. But we're here every day, and we just go through. And you make it through a lot of chapters when you do it 7 days a week. We get through books fairly quickly. Hurt my horse. Some of us learn best when it's not sophisticated and proper. Thank you for backing me up, Mrs. Bull. It's not sophisticated or proper. I appreciate that. What a nice thing to say. Oh, man. It's funny. All right. We've got a few minutes left here. Usually this is where we do daily commitments. What this started out as is like a personal... A personal, like, public journal for me, essentially to be in the Word as well as to just make commitments for each day and follow up on them. I do want to write more of the Word today, so I'm working on. It's like a 5-year project for me. It might even be 10 years, depending on how everything goes. But handwriting the Word, and so I've got to write more of Hebrews today. I've got to continue working through that. And then I'm going to be, one of the things I'm going to practice doing is binding the book myself. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to bind them individually and then bind each individual one together. So yeah, we'll keep you updated there. Yeah, we're on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube right now. So that's where we're streaming currently. I do have one vertical stream on YouTube. Oh, hello. Here, let's do this. We're gonna parry him. Nope, we're not. Nope, we're not. There we go. I'm gonna have to talk. Mrs. Bull's husband is he's like a advanced gamer streamer guy. So I got to talk about whether or not we're. I seem to cut my receptors off when it comes to scholarly speaking. You're just talking, and I fully believe that you reach a lot more people by just talking. Oh yeah, so Mrs. Bull's husband is like a legit one. So I don't know if I need to like standardize on one streaming platform or not. But at this point, no. I'm streaming on all of them. So I wanted to light all those braziers. Well, I still have time. I'm gonna go do it. What is this? Item ahead. You gonna gag for me? She's pushing something out. All right. Hello. Linda Carter here. Welcome, Linda Carter.
Oh,
Needs to light.
a customer.
Do I have any money?
Goodbye.
Whoops.
Till
No,
next.
I'm sorry.
Hello again, good customer.
Ooh, he's got some soap. Got some cool stuff. Or should I light his fire for him?
Till next time.
You think it'll hit him if I light it? Oh, it hit him. It hit him. Oh, don't do that. Hey, Linda Carter. All right. We're going to light the braziers. Get the beacons lit. Hello. There's one. Oh, man, I didn't realize how powerful those things were. That fell apart. All right, I changed my mind. I'm hopping off for the day. Tomorrow we're going to be going through 1 Samuel chapter 22. And this one is a story I actually love. This, to me, is a story that depicts meekness better than almost anything I've seen. David is in the cave of Adullam. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But you guys stay blessed. Keep Christ the center focus of your life. One of the main purposes of me calling this manhood is the combination of manhood and then like heads up display, HUD. What are we keeping before our eyes? What's guiding us through our day? So I'm just trying to stay in step with the Spirit. Invite you guys to do that as well. All right. Peace out. We'll see you all tomorrow. Can you repeat the chapter and verse? Oh, 1 Samuel 22. We're doing the whole chapter. I've thought about trying. I did it once, actually. I think based on what Mr. Bull told me to do. I put it into like a transparent background and threw it on the screen. But I don't have a ton of time to prep, so I haven't been doing that. But maybe someday, once things calm down a little bit, we'll actually have the words up on the screen as we're reading through it. So we'll work into that. But that might be a future thing. Or maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know, depending on how much time I have today. So I don't have a Discord. I feel like you keep saying this, and it feels like you might not actually be listening to me. You know what I mean? But it's not that I don't love you, but I don't have a Discord, so I'm not going to add you to it. So maybe someday we'll make one if it's necessary. But you guys have a good day.